There has been a lot of talk about Rapunzel and how crazy she is looking. And that is true. Having stun on basic, having stun on her special that is an adjacent stun is going to be nuts. But then there's also the restoration, which is going to be a full revive for your whole team, cleanse, everything. And people are saying that's just too crazy. How are you going to even deal with that? Now, that is what we're here for today. So welcome in everybody. And with this, there will be a few ways you'll be able to manage this. If you are worried about like taking out a bunch of other team members and then her just been popping this off and getting them all back or cleansing everybody, cleaning everything out. The best way I would say to deal with this would be, there's a few ways and there's a lot of ways. So she is not going to be super OP just because of this ability. There are ways to deal with this ability in particular, which will be silence. So the silence metas will still work against her. If you are taking out some team members, boom, throw a silence on her. She won't be able to pop this off. She won't be able to cleanse. She won't be able to revive. She won't be able to reverse any of the damage because she won't be able to get the ability off. So a lot of people will have those and have those ready as long as you can get through the tanks, the taunters, and if you're worried about her doing that, just as long as you can get to her and target her, then that shouldn't be a problem. So that will be manageable and you'll be able to deal with that. Next is stun. Stun her, same type of thing. All the control ones, so stun, sleep, will do really well just to prevent it from happening, especially if you've taken out a few of the other characters. As soon as that turn's gone around and she's been stunned or sleep, that is going to then bank in all those other characters, all that other damage that you have done that round to not be able to be reversed. So if you are going all out verse a Rapunzel and you're worried about this restoration, then one of these best ways about doing that is just make sure you got a little bit of control saved for her and control her, take down whoever you want, let her turn laps, and then you know that character is safe, they're down, they're not coming back. And likewise with the damage dealt. And if you can do that and manage at least say like the first 2 turns controlling her, then you should be able to deal enough of your main damage, get the main abilities out of the way, that at least if she's reversing after that, it'll just be from basics and things like that. So that should be a whole lot more manageable if she does get it off from there on. And even if you can get a couple of characters down at that point, then there's not as much to worry about. So that is going to be probably the best ways to deal with it. Now there are other ways. If you can have anything that increases the cooldown, so the likes of Barley's special van ride that he takes people on, and then Splash Mountain, all those ones that have the magic cost up. If you're running those, give Splasher, take her on the mountain rides, and she'll get her dress wet and be like, oh no, I can't do any of my abilities. And that will then also bank in for her not being able to reverse the damage, the players getting KO'd from that round. So as long as you can do any of these controlling things, these will be the best way to get around that and to deal with her. So there are lots of ways out there, and the hard part will be just making sure you get rid of any taunters. Make sure you got someone to have a purge, so you can purge when you need to get through to her, to make sure you can control her, and then the restoration will not be too much to deal with. Now the stuns are going to be a whole nother thing, because if she gets in controlling, then yes, you're going to have a game on your hands. So there will be a little bit of balance to it. It's not going to be just a walk in the park, but I do think, say, the likes of the super silencers, the tech hero speed teams with Honey Lemon will still have their spot to shine, because they do get more speed. They have that more chance to get in purge and to stun and to silence ahead of some of the other teams. So I don't think those other teams will be automatically useless, but then there are ways to manage this. So hopefully that has given a bit of insight. Some people were getting a bit worried about this and what is happening with this, but I just wanted to get in and say this is manageable. You don't have to worry about it too much. Having it in your power will be amazing. Going against it, there are ways to combat it. So hopefully this will help you all in the days to come. It will be a little while before we'll start seeing these Rapunzels running the streets, running the PvP arenas. So they will probably be a whole lot more prevalent in the likes of Conquest and seeing them on those princess towers, because we all know that Rapunzel likes to hide up in a tower. So perfect place for her, and it's going to be difficult to run through her with all their buffs, and people are going to need to know how to manage her. So hopefully this has helped. Let me know if it has helped, and drop it down in the comments below to help me out and support me if I'm helping you, because that'll be much appreciated, and I'd love to hear from you guys and get to know you all as the community. So thank you for your support, and we will see you all on the next one. Oh yeah, and Polymorph. Polymorph's another one. Pop a Polymorph on her, boom, she won't be able to do anything for that turn, just like all those other controls. But since Ursula is popping around, Ursula will have her time to help Abe. Ursula can purge, she can polymorph, all of those good stuff will be able to get through to Rapunzel. So there are going to be a lot more countermeasures in place. So just wanted to make sure I slipped that in there. And there are a few other options as well, whether using Dr. Facilia or if you are using Ursula. Even clock towers, pull out the old clock towers, pull out the pumpkins, and let things fly. So plan those around. That could actually be really good late game if you're worried about late game who going off. Get the towers popping off, and then plan it, do some big hits, let them turn to pumpkins, and keep going. So lots of ways. There are lots and lots and lots of ways, and I can't wait to test them out when we actually start seeing them around. And we will be here when she does rear her face, rear her teams up in Conquest and the likes. So stay tuned. We'll get more. We'll get more to you guys. And if anybody has footage, gets her unlocked and wants to be showcased, get in touch with me. Down below, best of all, in the description down below, we have my Discord. Join along to that and get in contact with me. I'd love to showcase some action when she comes out. So be in touch if that is relating to you. And we'll see you all. See you down there.